Nah, I'm cheating like usual. Getting a couple early smells in. Must be a blind.
It is a blind.
Someone's giving me a blind.
It's gonna be blind. Welcome to another episode of AM Whiskey. I'm Aaron, and this is Mark. And today we're doing a little blind tasting. It's double blind for Mark. He doesn't know what's in the glasses. I know what whiskeys are here, but not what's in each glass. So just gonna go through, see what we think. See if Mark can come up with a theme, because there is a theme, which you probably know from seeing the thumbnail. And
I didn't see a thumbnail yet. Is there a thumbnail? Where's a thumb? Jack? No, I don't see a thumbnail. I smell barley, and a little bit of barley. This one's got the lightest barley notes. This one almost smells like it might be a bourbon. Barley. I thought I got barley. I don't know.
I get caramels.
Yeah.
Oh, it's caramels. A little bit. I just got a little bit of barley right there. A little bit of malted barley. Interesting.
I did get the caramel on the palate initially, and then it transitioned. Tastes like 90, 100 proof, maybe 90-ish. I would have guessed somewhere in the 90s for first pour of the day.
No, tasty. I like it.
This is pretty good. This is drinkable.
I like it. It's got some sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got kind of a little bit of a butterscotch kind of note there.
Nose is getting sweeter over time now that I've had it on my palate a little bit.
A little bit of an herbal note to it, though.
Yeah.
Something there.
But it's a real light herbal.
Yeah.
It's real mild, moderate.
Yeah. It's a little
fairly
minty, maybe.
Yeah, a touch. It's fairly oily, too.
All right.
Number 2.
Pretty decent. I could drink it.
See, this smells more barley on the nose.
Interesting.
At least for me.
Okay. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know.
I don't like this as much.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What's interesting is this
one's a lot lighter on the nose. I'm not getting as much on the nose.
I don't get any sweet on the nose. I don't really get any sweet on the palate. What's interesting though about the palate is I said I didn't like it on the nose, but the palate's really like even kilter.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
Like the palate's like it's just like it's non-offensive. There's no spikes. It's real nice and
smooth.
It's there. I said even kilter. That's my new term. Even kilter.
Oh, okay.
No more SMO double hockey stick cross letter.
Even kilter.
Like that?
Some would say even keeled.
That's only if you're in a boat or you're like fishing or nautical.
Oh.
I don't really get much sweet. I don't really get.
See, I got some sweetness there, but it's kind of an earthiness. Like there's some sweet. There's a little bit of honey. But there's definitely an earthiness to this. Again, some of that...
I felt like this one was trying to be spicy at the end, and it took a little quarter step and just kind of stayed there. It never went to where I thought it was going to go.
There's a little bit of like vegetal notes in here.
Ooh,
it's kind of earthy.
Vegetal.
Yeah.
Can you say...
not grassy. I mean, kind of, but like herby. I mean, it's... herby. I'm not getting the kind of hint of mint that I got on the first one. It's more like...
I can confirm, I do not think these are ryes. Nor do I think they're bourbons.
Okay. Not ryes or not bourbons.
Correct. I'm now torn between Irish, American single malt, and Scotch.
Okay. All right.
At least that's where I'm at right now. I mean, they could be another form of American liquid. This one, though, is darker. Like, this is quite ambery compared to, honey.
I think I like the nose on this one the best.
I did when I went through, like, initially, I thought I liked one's nose first.
One's nose is good. I keep getting a butterscotch note on that one.
But this one's starting to have, there's something there. I can't put my hand on it yet, or my...
Put your nose on it?
Yeah. There's a sweet note that's trying to poke through, and I just don't know what it is.
Okay. Interesting.
This one's drinkable too.
Ooh.
This is another even kilter one with maybe a touch more spice in the back end. And I mean a small touch. Like, none of these are spicy.
See, I'm getting a little bit of honey. This one has that touch of like vanilla. I'm getting some oak spice on this one too.
Yeah, I think that's what I was picking up on the finish. I think it's the oak plus something sweet that I'm getting on my nose.
Do you think you have a ranking? You need to go back? Do we need to pause the video? Do I need to fast forward through the video and get to a ranking?
3 million years later. Yeah, I got a ranking.
Oh, man.
See, now the nose on this is getting way sweeter now. After I've had the other two, like that. Like, now I'm getting a honey on it. I actually can get a honey.
On the first one?
Mm-hmm. But the palate's
not
as good.
A butterscotch. I get like this buttery, sweet.
But the palate on this now has gotten a hair bitter on me.
On the first one?
Yep. I like the nose in the first one the most because it's the most sweetest, prevalent. But on the palate now there was something just a touch bitter. Do you have your ranking?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So were we going last to first?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your last out?
I think this is third place for me. B, glass number 2. It's my last place.
It's very, very close for me. Very, very close. Although I like the nose here the most, that last sip I had that weird note that was, I said bitter or I didn't like.
Interesting.
So 3 or 1 is out first for me.
And that's my second place.
And this is my second place. And I agree 3.
And then first place
is this.
Is glass 3.
This is good. This is I can drink any day of the week.
Okay. Interesting. Are you still thinking that this is a Irish or American single malt?
I think this one could be a bourbon. Okay. I think this could be... This could be a bourbon. These two, I feel like... I don't think there's American single malts. And I don't think they're Scotch. I don't think they're young bourbon. Yeah, I'm a little thrown off. I think this could be a bourbon. It's a lot of barley though. If I had to guess, I'd say all 3 of these have a good amount of barley in the mash bill, greater than 10%. That's my guess.
Interesting.
Now we can embarrass Mark and show Mark that he's 100% wrong. And they're all actually ryes, 5% corn.
Here's the little sheet.
Did I do good or bad?
Well, our interesting. What do you want? You want to go by my order or your order?
Basically, it's go by your order.
All right. Well, then in third place was glass number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Any final thoughts before the reveal?
Not a huge fan of the nose, but I think the palate's decent.
Okay. Well, glass number 2,
It almost tastes
Green River Rye.
really.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now, the Green River Rye is a new product, just released. MSRP is like $35. It is distilled in Kentucky, and it has a very famous mash bill. It is a 95.5 rye.
Well, I don't know anything. Please stop watching this channel. You may want to
Don't
subscribe.
stop watching this channel.
You may want to subscribe twice, but the entertainment value is going up.
You can definitely comment
all
on
right,
how
if these
wrong,
are all ryes, I'm
Mark was.
Yeah.
And
All right, I need
hopefully,
I remember having
let
that.
us know how much you enjoy seeing Mark be wrong.
I remember when we first had that I thought that was like one of the best introduction to ryes because it wasn't a smack you in the mouth rye.
Well, it's funny how you said that you thought it was one of the best introduction to ryes because that's the theme of this video. Number 2,
oh boy,
Old Forester rye. Again, another Kentucky rye. Lower proof, low price point.
is that 80 proof or something?
It's
like
100 proof. So
Oh, it is 100.
this is the highest proof of them all. I believe this is a 65% rye, 20% malted barley, and 15% corn.
Mm-hmm.
So this one definitely has more malted barley. This one's 95% rye, 5% malted barley.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what threw you off, is it had
definitely the sweetest nose.
And first place for us, which really comes as no surprise because I think we're both big fans of this bottle. This is also the most expensive of the bottles, the Michter's Rye.
Holy rye.
Yep. So I picked these because they're all ryes that I think bourbon drinkers could enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really offensive.
No.
The one that I thought is most surprising is this because it is 95.5, which is the famous rye mash bill from MGP. This is not MGP. This is Green River's own distillate, distilled in Kentucky. But it does not taste like those 95.5 ryes from MGP. So thought it would be interesting. These bottles are both, $35, $30. This one
might even be cheaper.
Yeah, that one might be about 25, and this one comes in about $50. So this one is the more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I see a mash bill here, but I will try and put it down on the description if I can find it. Michter's is very kind of secretive about their stuff.
I've always been a fan of Michter's. I like everything. All the shelfers I love.
I like everything I've had from Michter's.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of Michter's, but again, they're a little shrouded in mystery. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this content, please give us a like, give us a comment. Tell us if you liked seeing 3 kind of low-proof intro to rye for bourbon drinkers. And as always,
keep the whiskey flowing. And if you got a chance, drink some rye. And call it a whole bunch of high barley stuff and think it's Irish or Scotch.
Think it's Irish, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great night.